Well, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Kevin's going to be here at 8 o'clock. And we're going to take the head and probably the jugs off this Norton. We can't seem to stop it from blowing smoke out of the right-hand side. We got to figure out why. I'm going to set this camera up and just let it run from this view and see how quickly the two of us can get the head and cylinders off of a Norton. I'm figuring about an hour to an hour and a half. And I'm just going to let the camera run the whole time. And then tonight, when I process these videos, which usually takes me about 1 to 2 hours every evening, by the way, when I process these videos this evening, I will process all the actual work we do on the bike at high speed. So we sort of do like time lapse. So we're going to be working at about 60 miles an hour so that you don't have to spend the whole hour. Hopefully we can get it down to, 10 or 15 minutes. That'll be an interesting experiment. I haven't done that before. So this is the view. And then when Kevin gets here, we're going to start taking it apart. I could go ahead and do some stuff right now, but frankly, I want to do a roll-in condition to head and jugs off whole project rather than do any of it before Kevin gets here. So that's the plan. We'll let you know how it goes. Okay, now we're about ready to start the time lapse. Just thought I'd say it's 5 after 8 in the morning. Kevin is here. Say good morning, Kevin.
Good morning.
And we're gonna start the takedown right now. And at this point in time, when I process this, I will go to high speed. Well, I have the head off the bike all cleaned up, ready to go to the machinist to have the problem fixed that I myself caused. The problem is that there is a damaged area right here between the oil-filled pushrod tubes and the combustion chamber on the right side. That's why it was smoking. And the damage right here was done by yours truly. Right there, see that damaged area? Just big enough so that the intake vacuum would suck oil right out of here into the chamber. So I have to go to take it to the machinist and have him probably weld up a little bit here and then machine it flat. That's what I would expect. I'm going to ask him what he suggests. If he says it can't be fixed, I will replace the head. How did this happen? Well, if you saw that last video before this one, today's, when we put this head on, we were using the rubber band method of putting the push rods in, except we didn't have a rubber band, of course, so we used a knife tie. And I don't know if you know it, but it's physically impossible. I don't know which way I've got to do. I'm just doing this for demonstration. It's physically impossible. I was using knife tie to hold these together when we tried to drop it on. Now, as I was saying, it's physically impossible for these things to cross over. They fit into their own slot beautifully, and it just cannot, in any way, shape, manner, or form, cross over like this, except that they did. And so here we are with the head half on, half off, and these two guys crossed over themselves to the point where we couldn't get the head on. We couldn't get the head off. We were just stuck. And no matter what we did, we couldn't break these guys free. They were crossed over. And finally, out of desperation, to uncross them, we took a screwdriver. Oh my gosh, a screwdriver. One of the dumbest things we've ever done. And we went across here and hit it with a hammer and drove it off and freed these up. So then we eyeballed these and made sure they're okay, and they are. They're perfectly straight, no damage. Okay, A, B, C, X, Y, Z. Everything's wonderful. We put the bike together. What we did not realize is that we damaged the head right here when we uncrossed these push rods. Now, so we did what can't be done. We crossed them, and then we messed it up even worse. I've always said, never make a mistake you can't compound. So we did, and we did. And it's our fault. It's all my fault. My name is on the door. It's my fault. Comes under the heading of mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. Father, forgive me, for my followers will not. So anyway, that's where we are. I'm going to take this up to the machinist, have him fix this some magic way, and then reassemble this head. That's where we are. Don't know what else to say. Take your best shot. I did it. I acknowledge it. Hit me, beat me, hurt me. And that's just the way it is.